dakika moja tu umjue, so that you don't sit with a stranger. That's number one. Number two, kwa sawa? Okay. Naona wanaume wameketi wanaume peke yao. Then the ladies wameketi ladies peke yao. Si kama si tuingiliane kidogo. Na ndio imeanza generational gap. Okay, so I am Pastor Pauline Jumbale. Hey, I don't know where to begin, but I just want to give my keynote address. I become a bit emotional when I see people living what they need to do most just to come and, you know, be able to have such forums. I become a bit emotional, but I want to thank God and I want to thank you. Thank you for taking your time. Thank you for honoring us. May the Lord bless you. Okay? May the Lord bless you. Nikiongea sana nitaharibu. I just want to say may the Lord bless you. Now, I don't know whether we have a psychologist around here, but I know there are people who have done some counseling here and there. And in counseling, there's what we say, reading the Bible in darkness. Sawa? Reading the Bible in darkness. And today we don't want to read the Bible in darkness. All right? We want to deal with issues. We want to read the Bible during the day. Okay? And that is what we are doing today. Mara nyingi tunasikia mtu akona shida ameenda kutafuta msaada, alafu anaambiwa wacha tuombe. Najua Biblia inasema, lakini akitoka pale hajafuata kuomba wala Biblia inasema. Kwa hivyo akitoka pale anaenda anajifungia kwa room ikiwa iko giza na anaanza kusoma Biblia pale. Wewe niambie, atapata kitu kweli? Haya. Hiyo psychologists watakuja watatufafanulia sana hapa. Sawa sawa. But I want to give my keynote address, or rather I want to give the concept for the generational gap. I have a written address, but before I go to that one, I want to say this. Sometimes last year, that was around April last year, something hit me so strongly in my spirit, so much, and I didn't know where to begin. Just not generational gap, it was Gen Z. That is what was dropped in my spirit, and I was like, so what about the Gen Zs? Na nilipokuwa ninakaidi, ikaendelea kama kuna mtu alikuwa anaimba ndani ya moyo wangu. Na nikaketi nikaisikiza. Nikaanza kujiuliza maswali, nikaanza kujihoji. Na you have heard that I host a show in this blue radio station. It's called the Sunday Express Gospel Show. And it's every Sunday 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And that time, I think it was still 5, right? Yeah, because when we began, that was 2022, it was 5 to 7. So I had a new producer. I got a new producer. And I started sharing with this producer about that thing that was throbbing so much in my spirit. We started talking in the studio, you know, every time we'd get breaks, we would talk about it. And he told me, you know what? I will introduce you to my pastor. I want to introduce you to my pastor, and then you can take this conversation further. I said, please, because ilikuwa inaninyonga sana, sana, sikuwa naweza kupumua. And so he introduced me to his pastor. Said this thing. Sawa sawa, eh? So we are in the right place. And what we did, because I didn't know how to go about it. I love working with the youth so much, but I didn't know how to go about it. You know, just talking to them, you know, uko kwa mitaa na nini kuwakusanya, hiyo ni sawa. But what is this that God is birthing? And fast forward, we agreed with that pastor, and you will see him here today, that we are going to have a conversation over the radio. And I think we had a conversation for a whole month, 4 weeks, 4 Sundays. We had a conversation for 4 Sundays. And we were like, okay, this is interesting. Then we decided to take it further. And we gathered youth, and we started this conversation. And that is when on 1st of December 2024, that is when the generational gap was officially born, or rather launched. Okay? And I felt like a very huge luggage had been taken off. You know, me. I felt so light. I felt so good. I felt like, wow, this is it. And I remember that time, the youth, sometimes time always works against us. And so we didn't have much time to, you know, an afternoon is not enough. And even today you will agree with me that an afternoon is not enough. But God is helping us. We are just building this concept, and God is helping us. We are going to have a very, very big conference. Hopefully this year. Sometimes later we will announce to you. And so we had the launch on 1st of December 2024, and it was great. It was great. Those of us who were there, they were like, okay. So people started asking, Pastor, can we have a conference? You know, Pastor, can we have this more often? We want to have monthly meetings. You know. And I said, okay, fine. Let me pray about it. Let me continue to think about it. And I believe with all my heart that God is leading us somewhere. And so God started connecting me with people, okay, that we have been in touch. And today I want to call these people here. Pastor Buya, karibu sana. We can clap for him. Ahead. That's Pastor Buya. And then we have Reverend Silas. He's not dancing also. Gabriela. Then we have Collins. Let's clap for him.
They will dance on their way out of stage. They have to dance. Sindio? That was the rule. The rule ilikuwa moja tu. They'll dance on their way out.
Yes, and there's two people that are not here. There's Beatrice, who is a psychologist, and then we had Brian B. Actually, he came and left because he's unwell, okay? But we are going to have fun with these men of God. Oh, I was just about to say men and women. All right, so we are going to have fun with these men of God. They are, msiwaone hivyo, they are packed, all right? So now, bridging the gap, or the generational gap. The major reason why we are gathering and converging here today is so that we may be able to bridge the gap that exists. So allow me to read you want me to sit? I will not do better if I sit. Oh, it's because of the camera? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I will not do better. Let me just stand. So I want to say good afternoon to all of us. And what an honor to be here today with such great people like you. The reason why we have converged here today is, number one, to bridge the gap that exists between generations. You all agree with me that there's a gap that exists, okay? Then number two, we want to be able to foster understanding. And number three, we want to create a future where all of us can thrive, the young and the old. Okay? So, the generational divide. Today, you will agree with me that the world that we live in is constantly evolving. Technology is reshaping our lives at a breathtaking pace, and the things we considered normal are taking different shapes. In the midst of this rapid change, a generational divide has emerged. The older generations, with all their wealth of experience and wisdom, often find themselves at odds with the younger generations who are driven by innovation and a desire for change. So, the power of intergenerational dialogue. However, this divide is not impossible, to overcome. We can overcome it. In fact, it presents a unique opportunity for growth and collaboration. By engaging in open and honest dialogue like what we are doing now, we can break down stereotypes, challenge assumptions, and be able to build bridges of understanding. Intergenerational dialogue is not just about sharing stories and experiences. It's about learning from each other. The older generations can impact valuable lessons about history, resilience, and the importance of hard work. Younger generations, on the other hand, can offer fresh perspectives, innovative ideas, and a deep understanding of the digital age. Then the importance of mentorship. One of the most powerful ways to bridge the generational gap is through mentorship. Mentorship programs can connect younger individuals with experienced mentors who can provide guidance, support, and inspiration. These relationships can help young people develop their skills, build their confidence, and navigate the challenges of life. Then the role of technology. Technology can also play a vital role in bridging the generational gap. Social media platforms, video conferencing tools, and online communities can connect people from all walks of life. By leveraging these technologies, we can create virtual spaces where people of different ages can interact and learn from each other. As we move forward, I conclude, let us embrace the power of intergenerational dialogue by listening to each other, respecting our differences, and celebrating our similarities. We can create a more harmonious and equitable society. Let us work together to build a future where generations come together and not apart. Welcome to the generational gap, where we bridge the gap. God bless you. Okay. Now, I want to invite our panelists. This is the panelists, the panel that we have, okay? I have introduced them, right? So now, I want to introduce them to us again, or rather, they are going to introduce themselves again. I have just mentioned one name for each. Probably they can give us their second names, because that would be in order. Sindio, ukisikia Collins, sasa ni Collins. But now, we want, starting from, this is my right, far right. That is Pastor Buya. Karibu sana mchungaji. We want you to give us your keynote address. I think from that program you can see you have like 5 minutes so that you can give us your keynote address. Karibu.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon. An evening. Praise God. My name is Pastor Paul Buya Daniel. I come from a county that is funny because most times we hit the news for the bad reasons. From fighting and killing one another or failing exams. That is Tana River County. That is where I come from. And by the grace of God, I am born again. I believe in Jesus Christ. I am a father of 4. Brenda, who is 23. I can't even guess the age, but 22, 23 hapo.